We talk about the speed and the spin, and of course the conditions that we mentioned earlier this week. This is a very fast, slippery table, isn't it?
And only the top 4 or 5. Never really get recognized. Yuling has been there. And there's Mandy. Climb on next to Cho Yi-Ke. Man, what, 16 shots in that rally?
That was a superb move from Yuling, wasn't it? And Chen Yi, of course, able to cover the court well because of that big stride she has and the big wingspan, but smart move from Yuling.
Some serious momentum that Chen Yi can't afford.
So a kind of great example of that economic style from Yuling. She hasn't perhaps been as clinical in this opening game as we've seen from her.
Well, the expectations set by data. And inside, outside, swiping the ball with the forehand. She's earning good opportunities. Chen Yi in the short game takes it right off the bounce. And again, that Truls Morgard elbow parallel to wrist.
She's just testing it, wasn't she, there, Yuling?
It's a fine balance. It feels like she was pressuring, but making sure that she wasn't overcommitted. That one right there is an excellent shot. It's how difficult it is to read.
9-7.
She's closing the gap pretty effectively.
Love it. The way she drops the racket right after serve.
Great attacking play from Chen Yi. She had some solid defense, but it could only hold firm for so long, and it's now 3 game points for the world number 17. He wraps up the opener, 11 points to 7.
So even the greatest of all time has weaknesses, relatively speaking. Love this rally. Yuling is trying to cover herself in the middle, and she got one quick backhand off. Saves this 18th shot. Well, 10 out. It's going to pay off, period. I think the point is taken. That said, it's still a 7-3 lead. Chen Yi is turning so well, constantly moving. This shot is merciless. The speed in the feet here. You wouldn't think it to look at her. Again, heavy side spin here. Space to get a full stroke. And a page out of the same book here as Yuling turns the backhand corner to get her more powerful stroke in. Good lean there. You could see her rock up on the heel of the right foot before to create a little space. So good, this pattern. Shallow, slow spin, and then quick, deep drive. Yuling is really just narrowing down, I'd say, the margin for error. 1 game point saved, 2 more to go. And a perfectly half-long serve here leaves her with a finger breaker at the baseline. Chen Yi cashes in the timeout, coming in much at all.
This is the first time that Yuling has managed to go ahead in this one.
Still early parts here. Good cover in the middle, gets the net right here. Follows up strongly. A little bit off the net to get her first point in the last at least 5 now, because it was 2-2. So 4 in a row for Yuling. Nice strike from just behind on the serve for a deep shot. Lobbing game, now we're talking. Oh, the counterattack finds the net. The point before, I don't think I was the only one who had his appetite whet by the one before it. What if Yuling would lob? Again, lobs are very tough to hit down on. And when you're 180 centimeters or just shy of 6 feet tall. Constantly subtle changes.
Again, she's targeting that wide backhand.
Right. Wiggling it around, moving the placement just a little bit. Every time she gets Chen Yi back into the center, she goes deep to the backhand corner. Oh, it comes down. So Yuling has the timeout. Tough to receive, not a lot of time to think.
Again, Yuling with the effective serve and wins 2 points off her own serve.
Love it, slow block, slows it completely down, dropping it just behind the net. This is one way to save your timeout and start your comeback campaign.
Well, she is the comeback queen, isn't she, Yuling?
She doesn't have one yet.
We saw midway through that rally, one of those balls just glancing across the top of the net. Oh, amazing with the step around.
And it's the setup before that she can slow the ball down when it's coming in so spinnily. Watch this, there it is. It gets a passive shot out of Chen Yi to set up that smack. Burn! Turned and burned, rotisserie Chen Yi out here. That is gonna leave some scars on the brain. And that for a 4-point lead to get the serves back. Again, using the shallow part of the table. It's not easy to hit a ball under pressure this shallowly behind the net. Watch the final backhand here.
She is ferocious, Yuling.
Been a lot of nets throughout this entire match so far. It had been a little while since we had seen one. It's part of the game. To my memory, it's not so imbalanced. Ooh, double happiness. Of course, she's been cool under pressure. Hashtag Hina Hayata. Oh, it's perfection. A little help from the net. But she pulls out a Wang Chuqin-like step around forehand on the backhand. A taste of what's to come tonight. Well, in this match alone, if you get nothing better than this, or that shot she played cross court from the middle earlier in that extended rally. Jeez, there it is. One shot, and that is done. It's a one-hit wonder from this 90s pop star out here, of course. Hey, Shi Shunya on the left, Wang Manyu right next to her. Wang Manyu, one of the many who fell at the sword. Broadcast by now, they know what they're dealing with.
That's that step around into that big forehand again. She's just so deadly with that move, Yuling.
She's been very judicious about when she chooses to do it.
A risky move, wasn't it, from Yuling, going for that step around, but not hitting the ball with necessarily as much power as we've seen before.
I think that's exactly what she realized. As she started, she's like, wait a minute. Chen Yi does wonderfully to hang in there with all the variation. Yuling constantly mixing it up, played a few to the baseline in a row, but before that, it was one after another, just everything different. feel the point resetting itself in the middle. Zhu Yuling gets aggressive. There's Wang Chuqin watching on with Wang Hao in the background. Moto fans before the match.
What a way to bring up game point here.
9.
Like a wind-up toy. It just didn't stop. And Zhu Yuling keeps her gloves high throughout this rally. She never brings out the big swing.
This time it was Zhu Yuling going for the move at the end, trying to get it finished off, going long instead. Yuling just looks as though she could stay in these rallies all day, doesn't she?
Definitely. She's so comfortable on top of the table, the racket high, and it's gotten her here. Very smart placement. Short stroke on the second forehand. After going deep to the backhand, the brain naturally tells most table tennis players wide forehand is coming, so Chen Yi starts to move that way. Baseline catches the edge. Hand raised here in this clear moment with a bit of fortune. Smart. So this again, tactically, is a bit of a change. She's doing what Zhu Yuling did. She's slowing down the ball until she has time to play a committed spin shot. A bit more here, takes her chances. Does pretty much the exact opposite. Is like, you know what, if I play simply positioning with Zhu Yuling, 2 points in front and 2 points away. Ooh, this was dangerous. Now, how much of this was in the plans? A lot of this is improvisation. The players can't predict the future completely, but it's Chen Yi to serve.
To be the second coming for this remarkable athlete in this battle of generations. She said her comeback was driven by passion, not pressure.